There we go.
All right.
I'm seeing some weird video artifacts. I'm gonna reset this. Give me 1 second.
I am seeing what you mean now.
Alright, I reseated the harness. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, sometimes I get weird stuff where the video just goes all VHS. And I have to play without seeing the game for a little bit. Technically I guess I'm ready for that if that happens. It's just, as long as I can hear it. I've also had issues where the game just goes all like hyperbolic time chamber and all you can hear is the announcer and then the crowd just like just completely dead. Alright, I think I am ready. Oh yeah, so this game adds the duck mechanic. So with this game what happens is you would pull on the joystick vertically and it releases a micro switch that's always held in. So that inverted switch going off kind of just it makes your character duck. So for my purposes, since I don't have that special stick, is I have the switch wired to a button. So yeah, this is Arcade Super Punch-Out, and this is significantly harder than the first Punch-Out in every conceivable way.
Yes, indeed, and this is the one that I haven't even tried to speedrun this one. There's not as much in the way of like easy combos you can set up, stun combos compared to the first game.
Yeah, so the mechanics are similar to Punch-Out. Pretty much everything carries over except the speed is significantly increased with your punches. Like, all of your punches are faster, all of the opponent's punches are way faster. So, you have to accommodate for all of these changes. Yeah, for this character, Dragon Shan, we are gonna try for a KO, but it's difficult because there's a bit of randomness involved. I'm gonna try to manipulate his guard up and down.
Yeah. Bear Hugger was like he was solely meant to just showcase the ducking ability and kind of serve as a tutorial on that with this special move. This is where things get trickier a little bit.
Yeah, the duck. Most of the opponent's attacks will require you to duck, so usually dodges won't work. But ducking doesn't work in every situation. Sometimes ducks will just end up getting you hit. Typically, when the opponent throws a hook.
Also, very nice KO there. And now to Soda Popinski's original name.
Yeah, can't see why they changed that. Uh-oh. Okay.
Also, one of the few southpaw boxers in the Punch-Out canon. Although not the only one here.
Alright, we good. Made a couple mistakes there, but decent recovery. It's hard because the later vodka fights have you dodging extremely tight. So it's really easy to overshoot the dodge and dodge really early.
Great Tiger, so he doesn't have the wacky teleporting stuff that he does in the NES game and the Wii game. Here he's just much more similar to Piston Hurricane from the first game.
I can't believe that works. Alright, this could be good. Alright, sick. Just back up 38-second time. I'll take that any day.
Sure.
Okay, Super Macho Man. even the first Super Macho Man in this game is really hard. It's really easy for him to catch me off guard.
Yeah, you're going to have to duck under his spin punch, and it can be difficult to react to. He's also very random with when he uses the spin punch, and also how many. Oh, yeah, I just saw it now.
Sneaky stuff. Yeah, you have to duck way in advance, otherwise you're not going to make it. Oh! How did that land? I don't understand. Man, this fight is different every time. I don't understand how my punches are going through his guard sometimes, but I'll not complain.
Yep, and there the other left-handed boxer goes down, and we got a new champion. So, once again, this is going to be the same goal as the first Punch-Out. We're going to go through different loops and just until the point where the fights just repeat with the same patterns. Bear Hugger is not going to be too much harder here.
Yeah, as long as you don't get hit, you get a guaranteed KO. So I played that last bit extra safe, but it should be pretty decent. Alright, so Dragon Chan ups the difficulty by a ridiculous amount. You have to react way fast in order to not get killed.
Yeah, you didn't really get to see his flying kicks the first time around, but they'll show up here. And they're a problem.
Right.
A lot of guard manipulation going on here, as with the first fight against this guy. There we go. Duck and punish the flying kick. And that's another one of those really dangerous insta knockdown moves.
Yeah, I also abuse whenever I get hit. I know he goes into a particular pattern. Oh my god. So it's very easy to get tripped up because he has scheduled kicks at 1:15 and 1:45 on the in-game timer. So I have to constantly check and make sure that the kicks are not coming. Very weird values. Took me a while to figure out what was going on with those. So Vodka 2 is where the game really expects a lot out of you in terms of cutting your dodges really tight. And it doesn't get easier from this point forward.
Yeah, so dodging more quickly is what allows you to get a full punish on him here. That's why it's so important. Otherwise, you won't get to stun him.
Alright, not bad.
Yep.
So Great Tiger 2 is actually really, really dangerous. If you make one slight mistake, he can just end your run. Alright, you didn't give me the punch I wanted. Alright, what are you gonna do? Alright, so he has a scheduled special at 30 seconds and a minute.
So again, this is a lot of just again knowing the intervals of when he's going to attack, and then just trying to bait stuff out and punish.
Oh, what was? Oh, it's the 130 special. Wow, that approached really quick.
Oh,
GG. So there's a very low chance that at the start of the fight he doesn't give me the one punch that I need, and it gives you a head start that really matters a lot. So we're gonna try again. We get one extra rise whenever we get knocked down, so hopefully that'll help.
No.
Alright, that's the intro I wanted. So, whenever he blocks that first punch instead of dodges, that's where that fight can just go south immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. Also nice to note how the game actually changes the graphics and the intros and everything when you lose in a later loop, that you're not the world champion anymore, and it changes that in the game. So
I know this game ranks the timer a little bit down, so that the timer actually ticks a little bit slower on your rematch, but I'm pretty sure even converted that would have been a PB, that second fight.
Oh wow. And Macho Man on later loops is oh boy, he is a thing.
Yeah, sometimes he'll just be like, yeah, you leave this machine now. You're done. Macho 2 isn't too bad, but he's really good at stalling you out. So you gotta be mindful of that. Also, this is where you can start doing infinite spins. Alright, that's not too bad.
In punishing that spin, you can actually use a KO punch to start the stun, which is almost unheard of in the Punch-Out series.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Alright, not too bad. For these next fights, I'm going to kind of dip out of the call a little bit because I need to focus to make sure I actually win. These next fights are just ridiculous, but Funk Doc will be able to provide some commentary.
Yeah, I'll do my best, even though this is uncharted territory for me personally in playing this game, but yeah, it's going to be even harder to react to Dragon Chan stuff here. That's the main thing. You gotta have your eye out, keep your eye out for those flying kicks. Alright. The solid start I'm seeing thus far. You notice he throws an extra delay on the kicks too. It's he's very tricky with that. And one of the big reasons why I'm the only one talking now is that for some of these later loop fights, Zallard needs to rely on specific audio cues in order to react to some of these guys' moves, because playing on MAME not MAME, but like I guess he's playing on hardware, but like it's still very hard to react, and like on MAME it's friggin' impossible with the little bit of extra input delay you get. So hardware is very helpful here. But yeah, and when you get to this point of the game, it's still most helpful to use the audio cues for some of these special moves in the later fights. Julie Cat, the game just has one fighter that they take away from loops after a while. Like, we refought Bear Hugger once, and then not on this latest loop. And whereas in the first game, we had like Kid Quick, you don't fight at all after the first loop, and then Pizza Pasta, you don't fight at all after the second loop. But yeah, Zallard's like really, really carefully interrupting a bunch of Vodka's attacks here. And like you can see that he's got pretty quick startup on a lot of his stuff, so you gotta time it well to hit him out of his hooks and such. And that's how you get your damage here, since he keeps his defense up a lot of the time otherwise.
Alright, so Super Macho Man 3 is probably, in my opinion, the hardest Punch-Out fight.
Notice how Macho at this point is not even getting stunned anymore when you punish his punches. So it's going to take a lot longer to take him down here. Oh, see how fast that spin punch was? Right there? That's the problem here. And yeah, that's gonna knock you down. See, again, he was delaying it that time. Oh, okay, it's not an instant knockdown, but I guess it's like half your health or so for that, the really quick spin punch. Yeah, like that. Nice! Okay. 2 knockdowns, 1 more to go. Now we'll see if he does infinite spins. Okay, he was nice.
Whew. Close one. Close one.
Very nice. Okay. And now Bear Hugger comes back for loop 4. Alright. He just took a little break earlier, I guess. And he goes right away for his knockdown move. The overhead there that you gotta duck. The concept of ducking overheads, to a fighting game player, that's gotta sound pretty funny, I imagine. But that's what you do in this game. Yep, there you go. He gets right up with the overhead again. So he's not too bad, it's just he's more aggressive with the overhead. Is the main difference we're seeing here. Alright, nice KO. Oh, Dragon 4. Once again, we're going to have our reactions on point to deal with these flying kicks. So you gotta wait for the 2 kicks there before you can punish him. What Zallard just showed there. And he's interrupting a lot of Dragon's punches and such, doing a really good job with that. It's not easy. So, very well played here.
Okay.
Yes, very fight.
That is the last really, really tough fight. So this is going to be the final fight of this category.
Because, yes, from here on out, the other fighters will just repeat. They'll just be exactly the same as they were in their previous loop. Vodka is the last one who actually gets new stuff on this loop.
So I'm going to be doing this kind of safe loop because it guarantees that I get the attack pattern I want out of him.
Ah, yes, sorry about that. Okay. I don't know if this is going to make things any better. I'm just trying to position it a little differently here, but we should be getting close to the end of this. So, in 2 credits here, hopefully we can get through all these unique fights. So that's what's going on here.
Okay, that was as close as it possibly could have been. He could have killed me between any of those punches. That's the end of it, by the way.
Nice, very nice. All right. So, yeah, so got through it all in 2 credits. Yeah, this is, as Zallard said, a much, much harder game than the original Punch-Out. So,
yeah,
not bad.
Whew. Yeah, so for what it's worth, you can only continue once in this game. If you attempt to continue the next time. So, for example, since this is being my second loss on Macho 3 again, it just boots you right to the title screen. So I really, really wanted to complete the category, even if it was 2cc. So at the very least, we got to see all the fights between the 2 Punch-Out games. So yeah. So next up, I believe we have...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, L-Rock and Zurst going at it with the Simpsons arcade game, the Japanese version. That ought to be great, because both these guys have been killing it lately.
Yep, and this is going to be our one and only race of this marathon.
Yes. So I will be back a little later with some Sunset Riders and some Splatterhouse, so definitely stick around for what's yet to come.
For sure. We got the L-Rock block coming on now with Zurst also in the race, this being his last game of the marathon.
Mm-hmm.
So, give it up for L-Rock and Zurst. We are going to get our Simpsons race.
Yes. Next.